Namaste children, welcome to block 2 last session, that is plant adaptations in desert and desert areas. So far in this block 2 we covered different adaptations in plants which belongs to plain areas, that is your eucalyptus plant and even maple. There even we categorized plants into evergreen plants and deciduous plants. In LP1 we completed that. Even we came to know about different terrestrial landforms, and in LP3 we completed about mountain plant adaptations, how the plant it is completely changed towards the mountain conditions, like having a needle shaped leaf and having a cone shaped structure in the leaf. These are some of the adaptations that are seen in mountain region plants. So today the main focus of ours is plant adaptations in desert region. Already I am again and again mentioning the main focus of this entire block 2 is this word, that is adaptation, which is nothing but a change in the living organism body towards its habitat. That may be a desert, that may be a mountain or a plain, or even it's like aquatic habitat. So if any living organism, if it is bringing a change towards its habitat, that change we are calling as an adaptation. So the main focus of our today's class is to understand how the plants are adapted towards the desert areas. So desert areas, generally whenever we will think about desert areas, few plants will come into our brain. The first and foremost one, which in our regular life also we will see, that is your aloe vera plant, and the second one is cactus plant. Yes children, aloe vera, it is frequently available, and as per today's aloe vera, it is even there in each and everyone's house. So we are going to learn about what type of adaptations that are brought in aloe vera and cactus plants along with some other desert plants. Okay, so the main keyword today we are going to learn, that is your fleshy leaves. So what generally leaves means, those are the parts of a plant where photosynthesis occurs, which are broad in their shape, but here we are saying as a fleshy leaves. So this word fleshy leaves is saying that a thick juicy substance or pulp it is there, that we are calling as a fleshy leaf. So now to understand this, let's have an aloe vera leaf in our hands and let's have a clean observation in that aloe vera leaf. The edges of this aloe vera leaf, if you will observe, a sharp pointed spine like structures that are present. So what is the main purpose of this sharp pointed heart? So three words I am mentioning children. The first one is, I am saying that sharp pointed heart. Yes, sharp pointed heart. These are the three main keywords that are should be understand why these structures that are present, because in a general leaf, in our Aryan plant leaf, if you will observe, you won't see this type of sharp pointed structures, but majority of the desert plants, they will possess these sharp pointed hard structures. So what is the main purpose of these structures? And one more thing you notice, that whenever you will cut the aloe vera leaf, a complete juicy like sticky substance that will ooze out. So why that sticky substance it is oozing out? What type of changes these plants brought towards the desert habitat? So to understand this particular desert habitat changes, let's have a quick look on a short video. Okay children, let's go to the video and let's come back fastly.
wide to absorb water.
So children, we understand that in the desert area, plants should adapt towards the harsh climate conditions, that is to extreme hot one, and the second one is to a sandy soil and a very little rainfall. These are the major three conditions towards a plant should adopt. One is extreme hot, less written rainfall, and the third one is sandy soil. So in that hot temperature, if a plant want to survive with a little rainfall or with a less availability of water, so plant should adopt its leaves in such a way that the rate of transpiration or the release of water from the plant body should completely drop down. So to decrease the rate of transpiration, now the leaves of the plant, they are totally modified into sharp pointed structures. Even in this cactus also you are able to notice here. So these structures, those are the modified leaves. That is one of the biggest adaptation that is seen in the desert plants. Containing this sharp pointed structure is one of the adaptation. And one more thing what I said, whenever we will cut the leaf, that is you're able to observe the oozing of a juicy substance. So containing that fleshy leaves is also another adaptation that is seen in the desert plants. Okay, and one more thing, the roots of the desert plants, they are long spread because it is a sandy soil which will not give that much grip. So the roots of these desert plants, they are very long spread so that they can anchor the plant body and make the plant body erect. So these are some of the adaptations that are seen in the desert plants. So now let us quickly open the worksheet, children. So in this worksheet, if you will observe the first question, that is circle the plants that grow in naturally in desert areas. So out of rose, opuntia, fir, neem, cactus and aloe vera. Now circle the plants that are growing in these desert areas. Plants like cactus, aloe vera, yes, these are two I said. One more plant if it is there, you identify fir. These are some of the plants that are generally noticed in the desert areas. So now the next question, if you will notice, children, look at the aloe vera plant, observe this aloe vera plant carefully, give the reasons for the following. Means a picture based question here, children. At first, the first question, if you will observe, deep roots that are spread out. So they are talking about this part, that is deep roots that are spread. So how these roots that are helpful? So these deep roots which are spread for a longer distances, they are helpful the plant to absorb the water. So as the root it is deeply spread, it can uptake the underground water, a little one which is present inside the ground. And the next one, that is thicky and fleshy leaves. So these thicky and fleshy leaves are the areas where the water it is stored and it is used whenever there is a less rainfall or whenever it is needed. So that's the reason where the water it is stored in that particular leaves, you are able to find the juicy like substance which is oozing out. Okay, children. So now let us move to the third question. Write one way in which some desert plants have adapted differently from mountain plants. So now they are asking how the desert plant, it is one way how the desert plant it is adapted from the mountain plants. So in mountain plants, if you will see, you are able to find a cone shaped plant body which is not seen in the desert areas, and even in the mountain regions we will see a needle shaped structures, but whereas in the desert plants we will see a fleshy leaf with a hard pointed spikes on its body. Okay, children, after watching the video you complete the worksheet, and even as a homework, yes, today's your homework is complete the practice questions with the help of a pencil in your textbook, content book only. Okay, children, go through the video and complete the given homework. Thank you.